Hi chaps, Russ here. In the last video we demonstrated how to use SkyLog to log a flight, and everything went pretty smoothly because we put the right things in and we got the right result. However, there are quite a few checking routines built into the app which try and make sure that you'll put the right thing in, and if you don't, they'll come up with an error message and tell you what's wrong. So I thought it might be just worth running through and looking at a few of those messages, just so that you're a bit familiar with them in case it happens to you when you're using the app. So we're going to log a flight, and we'll choose someone else this time. Say Mike. Usual helpful screen, and here is the login screen. Flight number's filled in for us, so we accept that. The date is fine, so we accept that. Well, incidentally, in the previous video I was talking about clicking on things. Of course, you won't be clicking on anything because you'll actually be tapping the screen. I'm clicking with the mouse here because this is a simulator, but obviously just be tapping the screen in reality. So we move on. EGHH is correct. Press next. So let's say we're going to enter an airfield into the to box, and we put in ERT, which isn't an airfield. We press next, and we get an error message saying the to box must be 4 letters. So that's okay. We can either add another letter in, or we can clear the box like that and start again. So let's say we're going to put something else in, but we get distracted, we forget, we press next. So we've put nothing in. It still tells us we have to put 4 letters in. So that's one error message. So we can put EGJA in and carry on. Okay, start tac's fine, so we accept it with next, and we go and try and put the stop tac in. And let's say we make a little error here, so we put something like 10 hours in of tac time. The system is built so that it won't accept anything bigger than a 6-hour tac time. So if we, for example, put in 9 to 2940, that is effectively putting 10 hours in. Click next. Comes up with an error message. Your tac time is too big. Check the start tac and the stop tac. So we tap OK, and the box goes back to the start tac. That's probably okay. We accept that again, move on, and correct the stop tac. Now we can either clear the box here, or we can delete the use the delete key on the keyboard and put the correct numbers in. So we'll put 9 to, let's say, 2040. Click next, and that says that's okay. That's a 1-hour tac time, and that's acceptable. Now, one of the other checks that the system does is to check that your flight time is not longer than your tac time, because obviously the tac time starts when you start the engine and runs till you stop the engine. The flight time is supposedly your takeoff to your landing time. So your flight time really can't be longer than your tac time. So let's pretend we make an error with that, and so we take off at 11, and we say we've landed at 12:10. So we go next, 12:10, click next, get another error. Flight time is bigger than tac time. Check both. Now, obviously, the system doesn't know which one is wrong. It could be your tac times are wrong, or it's more likely to be your takeoff and landing times that are wrong. but this goes back to takt time so that you can go back and correct there if it was that. But if it isn't, you just press next and move on. And let's say that you actually meant to put in here 1150. So we change that to 1150, and that's now accepted because your flight time is 50 minutes, which is less than your takt time, 1 hour, so all acceptable. The other thing is, if you get into a terrible mix here and you think you've done lots of things wrong, you can start again at any time by tapping cancel, which will come up with an information message that says, are you sure you want to abandon this flight? So you say yes, and you go back to the original screen so you can start again with log a flight. So there are quite a few messages built into this to help you, and that's just a few of them. So good luck with the app, and cheers for now.